Well, would you look at that? We finally made it. I completely agree with y'all. It is absolutely ridiculous that the length of time in between when this album was released and of me making a video for it is too long. It's almost as ridiculous as the shipping cost trying to get this vinyl. I mean, I still copped, so. I have no idea what this project is going to entail. I haven't heard anything from it. I haven't heard literally any sound. So this is all just going to be a giant surprise for me, but I'm very excited because anything that Joon pretty much comes out with, I adore and love. Not even just because like I love them, I love the group, whatever. Like genuinely, he is just such a great, amazing artist. I love hearing the way that he thinks. His lyrics are always so inspiring. So I'm very excited. Let's jump into it. Ooh, okay. I don't know who this man is. How am I supposed to focus with that voice?
Oh my god. I thought this was a classy party.
When you were 9. Oh my god, the background is so sexy. How am I supposed to focus on what he's saying? There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
You keep the silence.
Wow, this is not what I was expecting at all, but I really like it.
I wanna be a human before I do some art.
Before I do art, yep, you're a person before being a part of the biggest band in the world. Be my part.
Cause true beauty is true
sadness.
sadness.
Is he gonna hurt my feelings again? Mono hurt. Mono f***ing hurt. I don't want to go through that again.
What it did with all the words in your lyrics that you can feel. 이 땅에 남긴 것들에게 나 역시 그저 좀 더 나은 어른이게.
Wait. I have to pause that. Because in the beginning, we are talking about going back to when he was 9 years old, right? The trendsetter, I'm gonna turn back the time back to time far to when I was 9, when things were only good or bad. So like everything was more simple, it's a simple mindset. Totally understand. When you're a kid, it's like everything's black and white, and as you get older, you do realize that life has a gray area, and a lot of the times things fall in that gray area. But then to jump all the way to here saying I also just want to be a better adult, why does that kind of hit? I want to be a human before I do some art. That could also be like I want to live, because I was talking about this, I think I talked about it in mono. I've talked about it before in some other video of like, when it comes to music, I love being able to hear the experiences that you've gone through throughout your lyrics, throughout your journey. And that's so true, especially with BTS. Like they have worked so hard and so long since they were children. Let's be real, since they were children. So I think it's totally justifiable to be like, I want to be a human. I want to live life. I wanted to have these experiences before I turn around and put it into my art. Because at the end of the day, if I haven't done anything, I don't really have anything to say. Oh, I think that's amazing. Next one, Still Life with Anderson. I still don't know how to say his last name. Is it Pack? I'm sorry, I'm white and stupid. It's the same vibe so far as the first. Is this gonna be the sound? It's so different than everything we've heard from him.
I'm still alive. Not still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, going forward. Yeah. 애써 숨 고르네. 벗어나고 싶어 이 캠퍼스의 틀. 어제와 내일.
Bruh, I'm such a sucker for ad-libs. You can't throw that at me.
오늘을 살아 일본을 좀마저 같이 처음부터 걸어보신 높아. I'm still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, baby, let's get it now. Earth day's my day one, brother. Baby,
brother. He could be cursing me out right now, but with this tone, I would allow it. I would be okay with it. Oh no! Not the horn.
Shit happens in life, but you know
shit happens.
Life is better than ever proven. Don't never stop, baby. Let's get it now.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not comprehend a single thing that just happened. That was one of those songs where it's like, oh my god, I am overstimulated. I am overwhelmed. What a little bop. Oh my god. It's so crazy because like looking at these lyrics, I just know there are so many like little like play on words. I still think of Trivia Love and how that even happened. It like actually makes me mad when I think of that, because I'm like, how did you think of that? And then you wrote it in the most beautiful, heartwarming song ever that I can also shake my ass to. It does not make sense to me. But I'm gonna take this song as just like living your life and doing what you gotta do. I mean, no matter what you're going through in life, like, life goes on. Again, this like old school vibe. I love it. Ooh, I have a good feeling about this one. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Hey.
멋진 옷을 입은 멋진 춤추는 이들 밖은 몸치가 더 많네. 사실 몸은 아무것도 아니야. 막 믿어무지 그래 내가 날 모르네.
Same.
I'm digging die.
The horn. F you.
Die.
Oh, she's got a little pep in her step. And I know he did like a little show for everybody, and y'all were like so intimate and close to him, and I very, very extremely jealous. But that's beside the point. I bet this was good live.
Origami, they got you by your balls and your social economics. That's big facts. Burn it up or copy now. Get your ass off the bench. We gotta fight when they say behave. I'ma be okay. I'm the dugo game. Did you feel?
I feel you, boo. I feel you. I'm here. Why do I want to cry? I'm not gonna cry. This is a happy song, and I'm very proud of him, and I'm not gonna cry.
We know we fly all day.
So that was another shorter song, but I actually really like the length.
One, two.
Why are you counting to me? Don't ever count to me again. I have to say I am noticing a theme, a pattern, and I think it's honestly really universal after not exploring, but maybe exploring ourselves throughout the pandemic and being isolated and just, I think, kind of trying to figure out what makes you happy and like what makes you you. And I've talked about it before. I've gone through so much loss in the last couple of years that I know for me, now being able to kind of get back to a normal, even though there's never going to be a normal, it's a new normal. I definitely want to live and experience life in a different way, and that is what I am feeling, and that is what I'm getting from this project. And again, I think that's a very universal message. Anyway, that is going to lead us into Forgetful. I love the way that this is actually, how would you say that? Spelled? Worded? Ooh, we have a slower song. Okay. Oh no. Now see, I didn't ask for this. I was talking about being relatable. This is a little too relatable. This is a little hurtful. Ooh, okay boys, come on. See, there's a lot of like themes of childhood and the innocence that comes with it. Girl, same. Life was so much easier back then. I actually really like the whistle. It reminds me of just like walking down, like for him it would be the river, maybe being on his bike and just like whistling and just enjoying life. I like that. Ooh, and it's fading out. I was talking about that in SZA's album. I love a good fade out. We don't get them very much. Okay, she was kind of cute. She was very simple. But there's, again, it's like that innocence.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Oh my God, the producer. No wonder I'm going to like it. Honestly, let me start it over. Okay.
See you always in the limelight, keep me rolling in the deep.
Ooh, Adele.
But you run away like fish, yeah. I keep you right next to me.
Wait, this is so good. Wait. I see you. Wait. Oh my God, this is so good. I only see you in red, blue, and green. Those are primary colors. And that's what's used in like media and stuff. And then the line about the I see you in the limelight, babes. Who are you talking about here? But the vibe, the beat, the flow, bitch. This is my song. Go away. Everyone look away. Like, oh, it's so good.
If I could be under your skin.
Yo, I love this one. Oh my God. This is gonna be the first one I go back to when this video's done.
say the time don't wait for nobody. Oh, I bet you thought, baby.
And I don't mind the features. Y'all know I'm not a features girl, but so far they have all really complimented the song so far. So I don't mind them. It doesn't feel like it's been thrown on.
Never.
Oh, never. Diddy diddy bop. Diddy diddy bop. Come on.
Please leave your message after the beep.
If love ain't for us.
What?
Yeah. If there's something we can do. Yeah, just looking at you. There's gonna be no day where you are. So stay.
What the f, you guys? Oh my god. Bruh.
Things change, people change, everything change.
Not change! No. And it's short. I just heard people change, everything changes. F you. Bye. We need to talk about Closer because what just happened? No, literally what just happened? I want to re-listen to this right now, but I can't. I gotta keep going with the video. I want to know who the hell he's talking about though. I mean, I'm not gonna be that person, like, you know. It's their private life, whatever, but like, I'm gonna still theorize. I'll just keep it to myself. It's like, how do you, first off, it is hard to date as it is. How do you date when you're in that position? I don't date now, so I couldn't even imagine being in that position. I literally would not see anybody ever. Especially the line, but you run away like fish. He's talking about me. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but he's talking about me. How am I supposed to move on, especially when the next one is Change Part 2? Why? Literally, why?
Things change, people change, everything change. Yeah. Things change, love change, friends change, everyone change.
Word. Went through that the last couple years.
I can't believe I loved you once. Fool me once, then fool me twice.
Oh, we'll f him up.
Shame on me.
Shame on
Think
me.
I lost my sanity. Gradually, we wanted more. They say
Whoa.
you got one fit you right.
Oh,
Fuck my
shit.
enemies and yet what is strange, I don't know this for.
Oh, I would be embarrassed. Whoever this is and I heard this, I would be embarrassed. Literally, you should be embarrassed because this is embarrassing.
It's no strange. That's the world share. Yeah, someday great.
Why do I feel like I did something wrong?
That's all I can say to you.
Damn! Oh my god, wait a damn minute because the lyrics on its own, heartbreaking. I can't believe I loved you once, fool me once, and fool me twice. They say you can't fix someone, seems you got one fit, you right. Damn! Again, whoever this is, be embarrassed. Because this is embarrassing. But the sudden change in the production, so that's what I'm going to listen to if it's going to evolve throughout the rest of the project. Because we're actually halfway, aren't we? We're more than halfway. Oh my god, I don't want this to end. What do you mean? Because so far, the lyrics, the beat, the production has been so just like, I want to live life and this, that, blah, 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 blah. And then this one, like, the way that it's produced, like, I almost feel the bitterness. I almost feel the resentment with the choice of the instrumental and everything and how, like, dark it was with him not even yelling. You know when you're so mad that you're calm? That's what it reminded me of. And that's the worst. That's when you know, like, you really f***ed up. Like, I almost rather you yell at me than speak to me this way because now I feel even worse. And the line, everyone change, it is no strange, that's the world's shape. I take that in two ways. Like, that's the world's shape. That's just how the world works. People change, evolve, better or worse, whatever. But also that's the world's shape. The world is a circle. And I take that almost as what goes around comes around. He got his heart broken. He got his fix. Don't think that's not going to happen to you because it is going to come back around. Yeah, that one was intense. Oh my God. See, but then he gives us this and I'm like, I want to know the tea because in my head, Joon and I are best friends. Like, that was the most delusional shit I have ever said. But that's so true. Like all of BTS, I'm like, yeah, y'all are like my friends. I'm gonna stop saying that because it gets sadder every time I say it. Okay, next one, Lonely. God. All right, back to the songs we can relate to. All right.
I'm fucking lonely. 담겨졌어 싫어 이 hotel room.
Oh, wait.
Tried a million times to let you go. So many men won't go back home.
Who did this? Oh, bro, this could be a hit. This could be a hit.
Won't go back home. I fucking.
So I wonder, because he's been working on this for the last couple of years, right? So I wonder if something happened and then being on the road, you know, you really feel it being alone in the hotel rooms after a show.
Somebody love me.
Bitch, I'm right here! I'm right here!
Let me be delusional. It's his fault. Not for being lonely, for putting the delusions in my head. It's actually not his fault. It's me just needing to get a grip on reality.
That was a hard time. That was nothing romantic.
It's so interesting, the topic of discussion. This later half of the project. Who f***ed you over?
적은 나의 웃음. 내가 빠진 추억들. 할 말이 없는 사람들.
Word. Word. Ooh, this beat though.
That was a hard time.
Ooh, not the na-na-nas.
If I can just.
The horns! He keeps bringing back the horns and I love it, but it makes me want to crawl in a ball and die.
Yeah. If I can just find a reason to be romantic.
This song almost feels like a conversation. It almost feels like he's just like talking to us. That's kind of fun.
We still love and hate the city, yeah.
That line, wait, pause it for it. Hurts me. That line in particular, we still love and hate this city. That reminds me of Soul from Mono. I still love that song so much. I cannot explain enough how deeply in love I am with that project. It's so good. It's such a good like comfort album. I played it so much during quarantine. It's like, it's a little bit alarming. When he releases songs like this, it's almost confirming what I feel like I kind of already know. Not to sit here and be like, I know them so well, I'm such a good fan, or sit here and assume, but I almost feel like, I'm trying to say this so it doesn't sound like such a parasocial relationship, but I feel like, you know, I have consumed so much content from them and just like hearing them speak and their music. I feel like I have some sort of sense or like a little bit of a grip of who they are. Obviously, that's not the case because it's only like what they want us to see. But even with that, I think it's also just, I couldn't even imagine being in their positions and being the people that they are with such the kind and gentle souls that they have and how they get taken advantage of, how they get discredited all the time. I feel like from that information, I can just assume how they would feel. So when I get songs like this and this kind of like confirmation of it's not all rainbow, sunshine, butterflies, whatever, kind of makes me sad because it's just like you guys deserve the world, and not even just saying that as a fan, but just like everyone who's ever met them, who has actually gotten the time to talk to them and like treat them like people and not this, you know, this thing, have always been like they're just such great people. And again, in my head, they're my best friends, so it's like I want to protect them. I don't want anyone doing them wrong. I know that's life and whatever, but it's like, oh, it just hurts to see. Wild flower. Oh no, we have an intro. Oh no. That is not what I was expecting. Now wait a goddamn minute. Hold on. Why was that so magical?
What?
Oh, this beat. I'm gonna have to stand up again. I'm really gonna have to stand up again. Ooh. Ooh.
Every day and every night.
Come on, vocals. Let's go. Oh gosh, it's lines like that that make me feel that way. Like everything that I was just talking about. Oh, let's go! Come on, vocals. Why is anthem. Hold on. Damn, let me shut up. Hold on. It's this little flow part. Ooh. With the vocals in the background. Ooh. And the build and the instrumental. It makes me want to go like frolic throughout a field. And then you get to this part. What the hell? Boyhood to eternity. Ouch. I mean, that's what I was talking about earlier. They started so young. And their dreams have taken them places that I don't think anyone ever expected it to take them to. See, this was fun, and now I'm like, wait, we need to talk. Like, we need to have like a little therapy session, because I'm sitting here being like, oh, it makes me feel like inspirational, and I can be in the middle of a flower field and just like running. But then that can also be taken in a negative way of like, you are this one person in this vast land, not knowing anything, not knowing what you're running to anymore. Like, you're still a work in progress, and like, that's okay, but it's scary. It's kind of crazy. The line boyhood to eternity is gonna stick with me for a very long time. That's what I'm saying though. Like, this is when I want to talk to him, because I feel like he's one of those people that you could just sit down with and talk about life for hours. Kind of feel better when you walk away, like you aren't alone and you kind of feel understood. Ugh. Again, where is my Joon? Okay, so I don't know how that's gonna top that. I mean, granted, let me listen to the last song, but I almost feel like that could have been the closing track. Okay. Wait, never mind. So far, this is a good closing track.
I smile that I hate, gotta prove myself. That I hate the one, that I hate the
Oh, because I talked about that in Mono. Felt such a difference from Mono from his first mixtape, because there was a switch in energy. I felt like, and that's even, you could argue with like a lot of early BTS music, like they were just so hungry to be recognized and to find a spot in this world that just, quite frankly, wasn't wanting to give them one. So to hear him flat out say that, that gave me chills. Okay. And not Forever Rain anymore. No looking back. No, like that says it all right there. I don't need to say anything else. Oh my god, and that's how it ends. That's so crazy, my dude. That was a whole journey. And I have to say, it's so funny. This is like a half-hour project, and I have been filming for over an hour. Or almost an hour. But anyway, yeah, I love having these moments where I get to like hear more of their inner thoughts. I just think it's so interesting, because again, I would love to sit down and talk to them and just really get to know them like on a human level. And especially with a project like this, from what I understand, I can't remember if he did like a live explaining the project. If he did, I'm gonna have to go watch it. But it is such an interesting idea if this has been in the work for years. If it's crazy for him to look back at the songs and the messages within them and see how much he has changed for himself. I think as a listener, as a viewer, as a fan, whatever, like you can kind of draw your own conclusions from it, but like that's his life. And I know, like, if I write something, like even a journal or something, and I look back at it, it's like, oh my God, that's what was going on that day? Like, what was going on in my mind? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy to reflect on times like that. I guess, like, I'm kind of envious of people who can write songs and stuff like this, because I just think it'd be so interesting to go back and listen to it and be like, why did I make the creative choices that I did? Overall, though, I think it was such a good follow-up project to Mono. I feel like it really, honestly, was such a good jumping off point for him, because Mono was a bit more like depressing, for the lack of like better words. But this definitely was like the hopeful big brother to Mono, being reassuring. And I don't know, I think it's going to be another project that's going to feel like a big hug and just be really comforting. Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong, but that's how I feel. Speaking of letting me know how I am wrong and when I am wrong and how I am just so tasteless, let's talk about my ranking. This is my current ranking of the project. Obviously, it is subject to change. This is just off like the first couple listens through editing. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. I would actually love to hear about it and see where I went wrong. That's gonna do it for me. Sorry that this video was so late, but thank you for being so patient. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff I'm supposed to say. Remember to take care of yourself. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.